Yo, 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 it's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Yes, I know. Hey, Lorraine, what's up? You all right, sweetie? Just chilling? Cool. I'm all right. I just had a nice Epsom salt bath. Dinner was good. Hung out with my youngest nephew. He was over here about an hour ago. So we've been hanging out. Yeah. Yep, I needed it. I tried some new Epsom salt today, like a lavender. Can't remember what it's called, Dr. Something, whatever. I don't know, some shit, some new stuff that my sister got me from her shop. And the Epsom salt's like really, really fine too. Yeah, Dr. Teal's. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. I actually like it. It doesn't like throw off a bad smell or anything like that. It's actually pretty good. Some of them are strong, but that one's pretty good. So I soaked in there for about 25 minutes. It says 20 minutes, but I spent 25 minutes in there trying to get my back better. Yeah, it's pretty good. I for the first time using it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, it actually smells pretty good. I still got like the smell on me. So apparently it helps you sleep better, and that's why I actually took the bath just now. So that way when I go to sleep, I'm good. But I take it for my back really, because my back and my like thighs are killing me. Hey Simran, how you doing? Yeah, my back and my thighs have been messed up for quite some time now. I worked very hard last year and the year before that, so you good? That's good to hear. So I've tried, like, I don't really like taking pills and things like that, so I try to avoid pills. I rather do natural things like Epsom salt baths, and there's this stuff that I use called BioFreeze. It actually works. It's like a roll on. I have the roll on one. It's like it comes out blue, and it helps a lot. I did some stretches today to try and stretch my back and my thighs out a bit. I try and walk. I do some walking here and there, slowly but surely. Some days are better than others, so I'm still recuperating slowly but surely. Today I did some yard work after we had like a big wind and rain storm here like this morning, and then I came on live about 4 o'clock, and in between like 4 and 6, I pulled out some weeds out of the grass area and the hedges and things like that. I had to do something. It was driving me crazy. So I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There's always something to do. Always something to do. It's like a never ending story. Simran, I got your donation. Thank you. You can ask your question. Appreciate it. So yeah. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, it's nice to be busy. It's nice to like do work and just. I went out in the yard today and, like I said, pulled some weeds and doing all some. My nephew had pizza just now. He had a cheese pizza, and he gave the crust to the dog. She was there drooling, watching him eat, and I'm like, just give her the crust if you don't want it. She ate the crust. She's such a little pig. She's right here, in the back of me. She's laying down on her bed in her glory. And then I actually had a burger with raw onions, mushrooms, bacon, cheese, and I had some mozzarella sticks, but I didn't eat all the mozzarella sticks because he ate them. He ate two of the six that were there. He's so small, but he eats everything. Well, he's not really small, but he's almost my height, but he's skinny. My nephew, he's 14. He's going 14 in August, but he eats like crazy. He's been eating a lot. He loves his damn pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Sometimes he gets adventurous and eats like different things on his pizza, and then sometimes it's just regular cheese. Yeah, you two would definitely eat the record amount of pizza if you were both in the same place. I love pizza. Like I like pizza too. Like, hey, go for it. Why not? Just run it off tomorrow. That's all. How does my in-laws family view me? I feel like my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law's wife always have utterly motives. Just want to know what's going on in my in-laws family life. Huh. Well, Simran, I have two brother-in-laws and a sister-in-law, but now I have an ex-sister-in-law, and I'm about to have another ex-brother-in-law. So I'm only gonna have one brother-in-law left, and he was the one that I couldn't stand the most, and I still can't stand him. I don't get along with none of my brother-in-laws and my sister-in-law. I don't like none of them. That's why they're called in-laws, because in-law, they're related to you in some type of way, but that's about it. They have nothing to do with you, you know? Yeah. Hey, Jessica Boo, how you doing? I know you can't escape because you're a part of, like, you're married to the person or you're with the person, so it's hard to deal with. But I will give you my advice before I shuffle cards. What I do is this: you don't have to see him every day unless you're in that predicament. I have to see my brother. I had to see my brother-in-law because I live in the apartment. He lives in the main house with but now they're getting a divorce. But for the past 20 years that he's been married to my sister, we've been close. Well, the first 10 years we were close. Then the last 10 years, it's been kind of off and on. He's shady, right? He started to get jealous because of my business and things like that. And, he was hating on me here and there and whatnot. And now he can't stand me and I can't stand him. And if I found him in a dark alley somewhere, I'd probably beat the living shit out of him just to get the satisfaction of, yeah. But my advice, honestly, is to just deal with them when you have to. And when you go, you don't have to deal with them, after that. Just think of it as being fake for a few minutes or a few hours. It's okay. You can just be like a Hollywood movie star for an hour or two, you know. Oh, we're going over my parents' house, or we're going over my brother. Okay, yeah, sure. So you sit there and you be like, "Yep, how you doing? Oh, look at that! Oh, my phone's ringing. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a sec." Yeah, the less you hang out with them, the less you say to them, the better. Especially if you know they don't like you. And my advice is this: you're not there for their approval. You're there for the person you married. You're married to your husband, right? So you deal with your husband and don't worry about his mom and dad, because I don't know. I probably know a handful of people that actually like their in-laws. Everybody says, no, no, my mom and my brother-in-law is a bitch, or my dad, my father-in-law is an asshole, or something like that. I only know a handful of people that like their in-laws. Okay, I would say that exactly. Well, the thing is, the thing that's not up to you to decide. You know what I mean? Family members are going to be family members. Your own family will hurt you the worst. You know, when they if they have to. I don't really speak to my older brother, well, my only brother. I don't speak to him that much, and I definitely don't speak to my older sister and her husband. I don't speak to them that much. We made peace over Christmas, but that's about it. Like after Christmas, I'll see you next Christmas. And in between that, you can go F yourself. That's how I feel, you know? So, I mean, it's just the way it is, you know? You can't help who your family is. All right, so what I got here is they are trying to decide whether or not they want to be cautious around you or actually get involved in your life. They might like argue with you or try to argue with you to get personal gain or to like get their own way about you, right? Um, Another thing is you might have they might have difficulty in understanding you and think that you would like to be alone on the side and not deal with them, like you have a problem with them. Um, this is more of a situation with his mom. So your mother-in-law seems cool. I think that the mother-in-law, the sister-in-law, or whoever the women are in the in-law department are okay. Now there could be a problem that you said here. My brother-in-law's wife. I feel like my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's wife always have ulterior motives, right? So the thing is with the women here, they look at you as somebody who is probably successful with their brother, you know? So they're probably looking at you saying, okay, she's our brother loves her, you know, she's good to him, you know, she's his world and whatnot. He probably praises you or talks about you, but your brother-in-law's wife and the sister are looking at you like, you know, I don't want to deal with her. I don't like her. I feel like I don't have to be dealing with you. You know, I don't have to be talking to you. I'm cautious when I'm around you because I think that you're trying to trick us, or you're trying to, you know, you're trying to trick them, or they're trying to trick you. There's always that ulterior motive, like you said. So there's a difficulty in understanding you to them, probably because you're different. Probably because you're real. Hey Barbie, how you doing, sweetheart? Good evening. Um, hey Becca. The thing is if you are Simran, if you are successful or you are really good at what you do in your life and they're not, as good as you. They might have that kind of feeling about you. Or if they are like doing a lot better than you and you're like low life to them, that's why they feel the way they do. Um, they think that you're very good for, you're a very good wife to your husband. They don't think that you're not. They think that you are, but they look at your personal things, um, they think that you're probably shy or you don't say too much to them because they're like that. um, and they in the back of their mind they think that their brother made, a somewhat hasty decision in marrying you and being with you. So I think they critique you and they look at you as somebody who, they don't really. I don't think anybody is good enough for their son or daughter or brother or sister. It's just the way it is because you always think somebody can be better for them. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting. Like it's like personal things. That's how they think about you, like in a personal way. Yeah, difficulty in understanding. Yeah, they have difficulty in understanding you, and I think they have difficulty. You have difficulty in understanding them because of the fact of your personal life. That's the thing. I actually want to check something real quick. Yeah, and you don't have to, you know. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they think you're. They all know that you're good enough to be with your husband. That's not the problem. The problem is they they have this way about them, like they want to start shit, or they can't just be humble. They can't just be nice. Like they have a way about them where they want to control things, or they think because they have money, they have like a a better life than most people or something like that. If they're like rich or snobby or anything of that effect, then they probably look down on you like that. That could be one thing. Another thing is they see how happy your husband is with you, and that kind of, you know, it makes them happy to a certain extent, but the other side, they're like, look at these two, blah 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 blah, things like that. Like they're waiting for you to self-destruct and say, fuck all of you. I'm leaving here. I don't want to come around here no more. You can go fuck yourselves. And I can't stand none of you. I just love my husband. I don't care about none of you, and I'm never coming here again. And you can all go to hell. Like they're waiting for the day that you say something like that because they might trigger you or say things to you to make you want to say something. So don't get involved. Don't get like they don't look at you as like the devil or something like that, or somebody that's really bad. They just look at you as somebody who they would like to like rile up or try to get something out of to make you look bad. So don't get involved in anything, and just stand by your husband. That's all. And if you have to defend him, defend him. If you don't, you don't. You do whatever you can, but avoid conflict at all costs. Don't do any conflict, because that's the worst thing you could do is get involved. Because I got involved plenty of times, and I kind of wish I didn't, but uh, I really don't care. But don't let them rile you up. Like don't let them get into your head, and don't let them make you feel a certain way. Like they might try to get you to argue, or if you have argued with them in the past, it might be different. I don't know if this is making sense to you, but like what I see in the cards is like they accept you, but they want to like annoy you at the same time, which is a normal thing when you have in-laws and brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, especially if you're not like the same culture or the same um race or something like that. There's always going to be some discrepancy. You know, don't mind these other women in here. They like to talk about booty and all sorts of crazy things. Hey Tristan, how you doing? You're awake somehow. Oh, that's a good thing. You're welcome, Simran. Just if I were you, I would just like not worry about what they say. As long as your husband loves you, and as long as everything's fine on his end, and there's no pressure to be cool with his side of the family. I don't know if he pressures you to do that, but if he does, just say, "Hey, look, I'm just doing what I have to do. I'm sticking by you, and that's all that matters." Yeah, exactly. If he's cool, then that's fine. Like you don't have to. At the end of the day, if you and him are cool and you guys are okay with that, then it's no big deal. Um, yeah, exactly. So if he doesn't press you for anything, and I think that's fine, and that's a good husband that does that. I admire him for that. Um, right, and the reason why, yeah, but that's okay. You can feel like that. It doesn't matter. I know it matters to you, but it shouldn't matter to you because I mean this is my opinion. I know you feel your way and everybody feels their way, but my advice to you is they're not gonna ever accept you 100% because you're like you're on the outside looking in. See, and you don't need their approval. You have the approval of your own husband. And see, this is exactly what people I know have said to me. I want my mother-in-law and father-in-law to like me. I want my brother-in-law and sister-in-law to like me. Me, I was never that way. I don't give a fuck who you married, who my brother-in-law is, my sister-in-law. I don't care who. Like, if I was married, I'm not married, but if I was married, I could give a shit about what her parents think about me or her brother or whoever. As long as I love my wife and my wife loves me, I don't give a shit about each other's family and how they view us. Like as long as we love each other, that's all that matters. And as long as we're doing good in our lives and they don't get involved in my life, then we're not gonna have a problem. Thanks, Barb. I try to look good for you every night. We have a third party came in between and trying to take their own team. Yeah, that Simran is like there's always gonna be that somebody. It's always gonna be a test, whether it's a third party, whether it's a listen. I was called a third party this year by my brother-in-law's mom. That bitch had the nerve to say and call me. She didn't say Mark. She said, "You guys have a third party living around you. That's why your marriage isn't doing that great." So she blamed me indirectly. She called me a third party, the brother of my. I'm the brother, and I live in the apartment. And she said that I'm involved in their marriage. And I'm like, what the fuck is this woman talking about? Bitch, you're the one who ruined your son's marriage by claiming my sister's been cheating on him for years, which is not true. Or because your husband fucked some other hoes and you're insecure doesn't make every other woman the same way like you. You see, my sister is not you, and you're not my sister. See, and see, people like her, she's like a rich little snobby little weirdo, right? That's what she is. And she goes around because she's got money, she thinks that she can run the world and say whatever she wants. But let me see that bitch somewhere. I'm gonna say I'm a third party. No, I'm not a third party because a third party fucks somebody that's I'm not fucking my sister or my brother-in-law, and I don't give a shit about your son or you or what you say about us. You're the one who got cheated on, and you're still with your dumb husband. You dumb hoe. You know? And I said to myself, this woman has the nerve to call me a third party. I didn't do nothing. Your son fucked up because he's a worthless father and a worthless husband, just like your husband. So if I ever see her, which I probably won't, but if I ever see her somewhere, she's going to get an earful. But you know what? Silence is better than bullshit. So at the end of the day, Simran, don't worry about what his family thinks. Fuck him. At the end of the day, if your husband loves you and treats you like a queen and you treat him well, and there's always going to be somebody to try and get in between you. That's always going to be the case. That's happened millions of times to everyone. It's a part of being married. It's a part of being in a relationship. It's part of being in a friendship. Friends have the same problems. I can be cool with you. You can become my friend, and your husband doesn't like you talking to me. You see what I'm saying? If your husband knew you were talking to me right now, and I started flirting with you, he probably like, who the fuck you talking to? This Mark Terror mother? Who the hell is that? Don't be talking to this guy. You know? If he's like that, then you know you can't talk to me no more. If he's cool and he doesn't care, like, you know, obviously he doesn't know you're talking to me, but if he does, who cares? You know, you're not doing anything with me, right? I'm not a third party. I'm just your go-to psychic person. But some people will be like, who you talking to? Don't be talking to that damn guy. You know, because they're possessive or they're jealous or they're weird. You know? It happens every day. So my advice is to, in your mind, say, I'll deal with you when I see you, and when I don't see you, I ain't got to deal with you, so that's a blessing. You never need nobody's approval but the approval of your own self and the person you're married to. They married you because they approve of you. So you don't need their parents' approval. You know? I try to be. I've learned a lot in my 46 years of living. And one thing I've learned is fuck everybody, and I'm dealing with myself. I don't care what you think about me. It don't matter to me. Your opinions don't matter unless they're good opinions. If they're bad opinions, then I don't care. I'm not even going to get mad. I'm just going to go, yeah, okay. Next. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me no more. It goes right over my head and around my hat. I really could care less. You know? That's why I'm probably not married. Because if I start to date a woman and she bring me home and I walked in the door looking like this, they were like, how old is this guy? I'm 46, man. Why you dressed like you're 26? I said, because that's how I got your daughter. You must like it because you're talking about it. Get out of my house. That's cool. I won't come back either. You don't fuck about you, woman. That's exactly what I'd say to her if she judged me like that. I don't need her. I just want our daughter. Yeah, straight up. That's how I am. I'm like that. That's why, you know. I'll tell you a story. When I was 18 years old, I had already left school at 17, and my girlfriend stayed in school and she graduated. And her prom night, she wanted me to go. And I didn't really want to go because I didn't like school. I didn't want to be around those people. And I didn't, want to deal with her mom and, Her dad was cool with me, and her brother was like one of my best friends. But her mom was a little bitch. And I remember I came to pick her up in the car, and I was all dressed up. And she goes, "Oh, wow, this is a miracle." She didn't even say, "Hi, Mark." She says, "Oh, wow, this is a miracle. You in a tuxedo. I thought I'd never see the day. I didn't even know they made tuxedos for people like you." And I said, "Well, it's for a special occasion. It's to take your daughter out on a special night. It's not for you." And she was like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Yeah, excuse me. I need to get to your daughter's room, sweetheart. We're going to the prom, whether you like it or not. And by the way, your daughter asked me to come. I didn't ask her." Next. So I grabbed the door. I grabbed my girlfriend and said, "Look, let's get the fuck out of here. I ain't got no time for this bitch. Like, goodbye." And then that was it. I took her to the prom. We went to the prom, had a great fucking time, and did what I had to do, you know? And I could care less about her. I actually saw that woman at the grocery store. I saw her the other day, and I looked at her, and I said, "Let me get out of here. I hope she don't see me." So she didn't see me. I was like, "Thank God." But yeah, that's why you never need nobody's approval. All you need is God's approval, and all you need is your own approval. Everybody else, in-laws, friends, people, who gives a shit? Who cares? Hey, Marcia, how you doing? Hey, well, you wanted to order it. That's your fault. So much for a diet. I knew when you was gonna start getting beat, you was gonna say fuck the diet. Oh, that's fine, Marcia. That's all right, sweetheart. No need to apologize. Yeah, whatever. Remember, Lorraine, my opinion doesn't matter. Just put it out there. Just putting it out there. My opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, see, you have to get exercise. See, being that you don't want to do exercise, you want to do sexercise. See, yeah, I know. I know what she's about. Hmm. I know what she's about. But anyway, cheers to everybody who is single. Those of you who are married, God bless you too. But better you than me. Honestly, marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Honestly, it is. But it's only a beautiful thing if you stick to it, you fight for it, and you work on it every day. It's a 24/7, 365 days a year job. It's the most difficult job in the world is to be married. And I found that out a long time ago with all my friends, my family. I'm finding it out now again, watching my sister get a divorce, watching the kids go through, what they're going through and things like that. But hey, I remember being 10, 12 years old, being in school, and my friend coming to school one day and he says, "Oh, my parents are getting a divorce." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" He goes, "Oh, it's when your parents get married and then they don't want each other anymore." I was like, "Oh, okay, I don't know about that." I was like, "I have no clue. I remember saying that to him at like 10 years old. I was like, "What the heck is that?" And he was destroyed. And from then on, I knew what it was. And it happens to everybody. It's life. And if you don't get a divorce and you're married and your spouse dies, it's just almost like the same thing. That person leaves and don't come back. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And my godmother told me before she died a couple years ago, her anniversary of her death is next month. And she said to me, she said in 2001, her husband died, which is my godfather and uncle. And she never had any kids because she couldn't. And they were rich. You know, they had everything they wanted. They had a nice house. They had a good life. You know, they loved each other very much. And she goes, Mark, sit down at this table. I want to tell you something. I said, okay. I was like, oh fuck. She's like my second mom, you know? So she says, you know, your uncle passed away, you know, and he told me he wanted me to give you some stuff, you know, some money in his name and this and that. I was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. And then he said that you're very smart because you're not married. And I started laughing, right? She goes, you're the only one that's not married in the family. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, because I haven't found the right one yet. I just don't want a regular, you know, stupid ass woman that's going to treat me like shit. And she says, listen, look at me. I've been with my husband for years. We never had kids. We consider you like one of our children. You know, we were there. We know you. We've been with you all your life, you know, knowing you for your whole life, blah, blah, blah. And she says, if you never get married, I will never judge you because look at me now. My husband's dead and I have to live without him. I wish that God would take me too so I don't have to be here alone. And she said, you're not alone because you have your family, you have, you know, you have your life and you know, you're still young at the time. I was young at the time, obviously. And I looked at her and she was crying her eyes out and I was like, you know, kind of crying too. And I hugged her and I said, listen, you're never alone. He's always going to be in this house in spirit. And around that time, I was pretty much like knew that I was, you know, I had psychic abilities and all that type of shit. So I told her, I said, look, God did this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I know you probably don't understand it, but it's just the way it is. And she says, well, I wish that God would have taken us. He should have had a law that when people get married, they live together and they die together. So that way they're not without each other. And I said, well, I'll put it to you this way. I said to her, look, when you die, you're with him forever in spirit. You're going to be with him forever in spirit more than you're with him in your physical life. And she looked at me and says, yeah, but when that's going to be? I said, forever. And I know, and she's in heaven now with my uncle, and I know she's probably looking down saying, you know what, Mark was fucking right 20 years ago. That's where she is now, forever, in spirit with her husband. Simple as that. So you may not be with somebody physically forever, but you will be with that person spiritually forever. And that's the best part of it all. Yeah, it is sad. I felt bad for her, but she stressed to me every time that she'll never judge me or never look down on me if I never get married and I never have kids. And I said to her, you know what? It's not that I don't want to. I love to. I wish. That's one of my biggest dreams is to get married and have a child. But how many of us have a big dream that never happens? Tons of us. We all have dreams that don't happen. But we have to accept what we have and what we don't have. We can't always get what we want, but we should always have what we need. That's it. It's that simple. So really, it's up to us to live our lives the way we want to. Mhm. That's why I'm never in a rush to do those things. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me. It never has bothered me. When I go to family functions, see now when I go to family functions, my brother's single and he's divorced. Now, this past Christmas, my sister was already separated, so she's single and soon to be divorced. And only my parents are married, still together 60 years. And my oldest sister, she's married for the past almost 30 years. Actually, yeah, it will be 30 years soon that she's been married. I think it's like 28 years or something like that. My oldest sister's been married 28 years. She's 50 something. And she was the one who was almost getting the divorce first. Yeah, my parents have been together for 60 years. They've been married for, my parents have been married for 57 years and they were dating for 3 years. So they've been together for 60 years. Yep. And I never ever saw my parents go at each other. Yeah. My parents, they met each other in school and then they lived next to each other in Portugal. And then my dad, when he was 18, he came to Bermuda to work, to make money. And my mom stayed back in Portugal. And then when my dad was like, I think 19, 20 or something, like after he was here for like a year or two, he sent for my mom and then got married. So yeah. Yep. And they've been together ever since and they have never seen them go at each other, leave each other, fuck each other off. Like, they have their little arguments here and there. But my dad's not an argumentative type of guy. Like I've never seen my parents like throw tantrums at each other or throw shit at each other, or I've never heard my dad say to my mom, "You stupid bitch, like I'm getting a divorce." Nothing like that. Never ever heard my parents talk to each other like that. Ever. Never ever. Oh yeah. And my mom and dad, they came from nothing, see. And back in those days, there was nothing. They lived in a place called San Miguel, which is an island just off of Portugal. It's like bigger than Bermuda, but it's a very like it was a very poor place. So they had to they had to migrate to other places to make money because there wasn't enough money there. It's still kind of like that. Little better, but not as bad, obviously. But yeah, so that's how Marky became Marky. I was born and raised here. I've been to Portugal probably 6 times in my lifetime. I've been there 6 times. I love it there. It's nice. I speak Portuguese very fluently, especially with my parents. But yeah, they're my inspiration to a certain point. They're my inspiration for relationship purposes, I would call it, but their decision making and their ways are not motivational. They panic too much. They worry too much. They don't like they're not go getters. They're more warriors, you know. And sometimes I tease them and say, "How the fuck did they make me?" But I said, "At least God let you make somebody decent." So I tease the shit out of them, you know. I took my mom to grocery shopping today, and I teased the crap out of her. Everything she picked up like this bottle of olive oil, and she's looking through her glasses. And I was like, "What are you looking at, mom?" "I'm looking at the price." I said, "The price is not on the items. It's on the little sticker below the item. It says how much it is. Like nothing has a price tag on it anymore in the grocery store. It's all like scanned, and you have the price is underneath it." And she's looking at it. "What does that say?" And I said, $15. It was a bottle of olive oil. It was $15 and something cents for a big ass bottle like this of olive oil. And she said, "What? $15? This used to be $12." And I said, "Well, welcome to 2023, mom." And she looks at me, she goes, "You think I'm rich?" And I said, "Well, if you're poor, then don't use olive oil. Use butter." "This is why I don't want to come shopping with you. You aggravate me." That's what she said to me today. And I was like, "Well, all you're doing is fucking complaining. You need this shit, get it. If you don't need it, fucking put it back or go get a cheaper ass one for $6. They have cheap olive oil. Why you want that one?" "Oh, because that one's Portuguese." I said, "There's no such thing as Portuguese olive oil. You know that, right? It's all olive oil. Olive oil is fucking olive oil. Just like pink is pink and purple is purple. There's no such thing as Portuguese olive oil. That shit didn't come from Portugal. Don't believe that shit. That shit gets bottled somewhere and they put the flag on there and it's all bullshit. This is why I hate coming shopping with you. I can't wait to get my new car. I don't want to deal with you, man." She was making off to me. We were in the grocery shop arguing. But nothing bad. But I like to tease her because she's such a complaining, whining woman. And I'm like, I told her, I said, "This is why I'm not married. See, people like you drive me crazy." Somebody heard me say that and the guy started laughing. And then this other lady was like, "This is your mom?" I'm like, "Yep." "Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's a big ass bottle, right?" But see, my mom uses olive oil for everything. And then she said to me, what was it? What was the item she got that was unnecessary and she still got it? Oh yeah, she likes Tide laundry detergent, Tide. And Tide is expensive. For a bottle like that, for a bottle like this, but it was about maybe, I don't know, 12 inches high or whatever. I looked at that shit. I was like, "Mom, you know how much that costs?" "I don't care. I love Tide because if I get other brands, the cheaper brands, it makes me itch." And I'm like, "Well, then get a fucking bath then or get a shower. You won't itch." And she's like, "Yeah, near nah, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Do you know that certain detergents make people itch?" I said, "I never had nothing make me fucking itch. I use the cheapest shit possible. I don't give a fuck. Long as the clothes is washed, I don't care." And then I use a brand called Purex. "Hey kids, how you doing?" So I'm like, "Oh, poor baby mom. I teased the shit out of her today. I aggravated her too much, I think. But she irritates the crap out of me, man. See, I'm a Purex guy. See, I like Purex. I have a big ass bottle. That's right here, actually. How you doing, kids? See, I buy this. See? This is the big ass one. This costs $17.85, right? $17.85 for that, and it lasts me a long time, for a couple months, because I wash clothes maybe once a week, right? I like that one. Gain, I don't like. I can't say I don't like Gain. I don't like this, and I don't like that. Right? I told her to use the Purex, but she says she doesn't like it because it irritates her skin. And I'm like, okay, well then use Tide. Then I don't care. Me, I don't like Tide because it doesn't smell good to me, and Tide is way too expensive. Hell no. Half the Tide Tide that size right there is like $30 for the bottle. I'm like, I ain't spending $30 for Tide. I don't give a fuck about no Tide. I'm gonna get Purex and get that shit for half the price. I don't give a fuck. She knows, but the thing is, my mom's oblivious to things. Let me tell you something. I love my mother to death. I'll do anything for her, but she's a pain in the ass. She's always complaining. She thinks she knows everything, and you know, I can't tell her nothing about groceries because she's been in this world double the years I've been in it. Yeah, see, a small bottle of Tide for $5. Here, I don't know. My mother's a Capricorn. That should tell you everything you need to know. I love my mommy. I had a good time with her today, but she told me that I aggravate her. She said to me, "Yeah, I mean, Marcia, the thing is with me, I don't really like. I think Purex is the best because it's the detergent that I like. It's the detergent that I like. It's the detergent that I use. I've always liked it. I used to use Tide, but like when I started using Purex, I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. It's nice. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Lorraine. I agree. But see, my mom and Marcia would say that Tide is the best, and that's okay. Everybody has their own preferences, their own things, and that's okay. Like I don't mind, but like I'm trying to tell my mom, if you don't want to spend all that money, then just use your damn thing. Like just fucking do it. Like who cares? I'm trying to save her money, but she don't care about like certain things she'll save money on and other things she won't. You know, it's just the way it is. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, my mom says the same thing, Marcia, that Tide is way better to get the stains out of things. But see, this Tide, I mean, this Purex I have has OxyClean in it. And I have to admit, it doesn't take out everything, but the only way stains come out is if you actually put the um the actual detergent on the stain and scrub it like that. How many people actually do that? Nobody does that shit. They just think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it in there, it's gonna wash it. It don't work that way. You know, the oxy shit, you actually scrub it on there and put it right on the stain and you scrub that shit, right? And then it'll come out, then you put it in the wash. But some people just put it in the wash and think it's gonna work. Like this shirt is brand new, right? And I have an oil stain right on the bottom of this shirt right here. Let's see it right here. It's right here. It's an oil stain. When I was frying the fish, I had this shirt on and I was like, I should take this shirt off and put another shirt on. And boom, the oil stain went on it. And it didn't come off. See? But if I put the oxy thing on it and like scrub it or put the actual detergent on there like directly to it and scrub it like that and then put it in, it'll probably come off. But my mom would say, if you put Tide on it, it'll be no problem. Uh-huh. But to me, it doesn't matter. It's clothes, it's clothes. I don't give a shit. As long as it's washed and it smells good when I put it on, that's all that matters. And I'm the type of person, if I use a shirt, I'm going to wash it. Like, you know, I'm not going to reuse it until it's dirty, dirty, dirty. And then I'm going to wash my damn shit. Every week, I wash all my clothes. Like once a week, I'll wash everything all one time. I'll do like 2, 3 loads, and then that's it. Towels, then all the white and light clothes, and then all the dark clothes, and that's it. I'm done. So the Purex lasts me forever. Kits, I see you donated. You can ask your question when you're ready, sweetie. That's my dog snoring in the background if you hear it. My dad was here on Thursday and he says, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "That's the dog." "Oh shit, she snores that loud?" I'm like, "Yep, thank God I ain't gotta sleep in the same bed with her. She's down here and I'm upstairs." Yes, everybody has their preferences, you know, it's all good. I've been using Purex for, I would say, maybe I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. But before that, I did use Tide. I used Gain probably like for about a year, maybe. And what was the other one I used? What's it called? Ajax or some shit like that. I can't remember. Since I've been living here for the past 13 years, the majority of my 13 years of living here and washing my own clothes in these washers right here, it's probably been Purex dominated the whole time. Yeah, there's a few brands here and there. I've seen them all, like, you know, you got Downy freshener and all that shit. I don't really care about that shit. I'm very simple. Even when I wash my dishes, sometimes I'll use Dawn. Sometimes I'll use Palmolive. But people swear Dawn is the best soap. But to me, Palmolive is. So that's my experience with soap. No, Lorraine, no, we don't. No, we don't have those here. We have a place like here, like that's called Price Rate. It's from Canada. We have a lot of Canadian places here. We have like ShopRite products. We have Bowl and Basket, which I love. I love all the Canadian stuff that we have here. It's all nice stuff because Canada's close, so we get a lot of products from Canada. Like, we have American stuff here, but we have a lot of Canadian products. Yeah, Sunlight dish soap I've used before. Yeah, yeah. I like if I make like something in a glass Pyrex like bowl or pan, you know, and I put it in the oven and it gets all stained and shit. I'll use Dawn to loosen up the grease. But then when I'm ready to wash that thing, like and scrub it, I'll use Palmolive. Yeah, that's right, Marcia. You're from Canada, aren't you? Yeah, we have. I don't know if you've heard of Shoprite and Bowl and Basket, but those are like my some of my favorite products from the grocery store. I buy almost everything Bowl and Basket and Shoprite products because they're cheaper and they're really good. Really good. I got like everything Bowl and Basket. My sister laughs like crazy because that's like the competition for her store, and she gets mad at me sometimes. I'm like, this shit's better than your store. She gets, no, there's no Walmart. I'm telling you, we don't have American franchises here. We have no Canadian franchises either. We just have products from you guys. We have American products, we have Canadian products, we have all sorts of products from all over the world. But like I said, the only American franchise here is food is KFC, and we have a Sears here. We have a Sears, and the Sears is not like the ones you have out there, but it's similar. It's a small Sears. It's not nothing like, oh my God, you know. It's just a regular Sears. It's nothing like to be excited about. Because I told you, Bermuda has our own stuff. We're like we're not an independent country, but we're owned by the British. Like we're a British colony. So our money has the Queen on it. We're British owned. So yep. I wish we had like Home Depot here, but we have our own Home Depot. It's called Gorham's, and it's just as big as a Home Depot, if not bigger. So it's huge. It's like, you know, it's like our go-to store. We have Ace, you know, Ace like products from America, like Ace stores. We have Ace Hardware. We have an Ace Hardware store here with Ace products, but it's called SAL Limited. Like it's kind of like mixed shit, you know. Kids, as far as finding your soulmate and them being with you soon, I in the next 3 to 6 months, I don't really see that happening. There's a chance for love, and there's a chance, but the person that you're going to meet, um, the person you're going to meet is kind of narrow minded and stagnant, and they're going to be like, you know, kind of dragging things out. They might talk to you today, but not for another 2 weeks. They might come and go, be like, have no sense of direction. They can be on idle mode forever. So you might get frustrated with this person and be like, you know what? Are you coming or going, bro? Like, are you gonna ask me out? Are you gonna take me out on a date again or what? Like, so I think you're gonna be frustrated with this person in the next 3 to 6 months. But like the last card here is the Ace of Cups, which has been the card of the day from earlier. And it's saying that, you know, the Ace of Cups for me is like, you know, a hand from the heavens with the cup and saying, you know, this is you can have love, but it's up to you really. The thing is that in the next 3 to 6 months, what I asked is there going to be anybody, you know, of that you can call your soulmate, and it's saying no, but it's saying there's a guy here, but he has no sense of direction. You might argue with him, or you might, you know, have differences of opinion, and he might look at you in a certain way, and you might just say, you know what, I'm fed up, I'm not dealing with this. But I'll ask for like for the rest of the year. Yeah, I mean, it's saying, yeah, well, the thing is, it's saying there's a guy here, there's a person here, right? There's a guy here that's gonna come in your energy and this year, and he's probably already in your energy. But the problem is when you guys talk about things, there is you know, there's like a, I call it like a self destruction, like the person goes off. or they self-destruct and say, you know what, I can't deal with you, or I can't be with you because you say this or you say that, or vice versa. And there's no sense of humbleness and trust. There's like a overcoming of obstacles all the time. It's like you always have to do more, and they have to do more. There's always like a tit for a tat type of thing. But it's more of like arguing or like temperamental things or obstacles, like they'd have to sacrifice to get something from you, or stay you have to sacrifice for them, and none of you are willing to do that, and it just becomes a shit show. So for the rest of the year, it looks like there's going to be on and off energies between you and this person, or you and someone. There's no, like, I don't see no significant love and no significant, like, love relationship. So for this year, I would say it's up and down. There's possibilities, but I don't see like no concrete thing. And if you do get with this person and go out with them in a relationship, it's gonna be off and on. There's gonna be like, but that's the way relationships are anyway. So I would say, yeah, you're gonna meet your soulmate, but they're a pain in the ass, like most soulmates are. So I would say, yeah, there's potential here to meet this person or to deal with this person again, but it's just going to be like it's more of a negotiating relationship, like negotiate to sacrifice, to do this, to do that, to be this person, to be that way, to be there, to be here, you know, like an obstacle. So it looks like your soulmate and you are going to have an obstacle course to go through. Whether or not you deal with it is up to you. But I don't see nothing like seriously concrete. Yeah. There's potential there, but it's still up in the air. Apparently, you see, you said you're a Capricorn. Where did you say that? I didn't mean to offend any ear if you're as a Capricorn. I was just teasing my mom. I like everybody. Not Kit, you said I am a Capricorn and Venus. Okay. And these. Oh, I'm a Scorpio sun. Okay, but Capricorn Venus. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah. See, I don't deal with all this Venus and this and that. I know what my things are, but you know what I tell everybody, which is the truth, and it's in my chart, and a lot of people don't believe me. Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing. I'm a double Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun and ascendant. So when people say this is for the sign of Aquarius, sun or ascendant, I'm like, that's me. I'm both. That's why I'm super amazing. I'm double Aquarius. Double the pleasure, double the fun. I'm like Doublemint gum. I'm Virgo moon and I'm Aries in Venus. Oh, you're a double Leo? Oh no, one of you are a pain in the ass. I do know about North nodes. I don't know what mine is. I'm not an astrologer. I'm an astrologer. I like to analyze women's buttocks. I'm an astrologer. So I tell people that all the time. I have a degree in a major bachelor's and degree in astrology. I like clapping asses. I'm already talking shit, but my content truth. Let me see. Let me see what my North node is. I'll tell you in a minute. I have my chart here. Hey, there we go. That's my chart. All right. Like I said, I'm a double Aquarius, Moon in Virgo, Mercury's in Capricorn, Venus in Aries, Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Taurus, Saturn in Leo, Uranus, Scorpio, Neptune, Sagittarius, Pluto in Libra, Lilith in Taurus, and my North Node is in Libra. Yes, you and your damn BBC. It's driving you crazy. Your Pisces moon and rising, double Pisces, yeah. I have Capricorn in my chart twice. I have Taurus in my chart twice. I have Libra in my chart twice. I have Leo once, Sagittarius once, and Aries once, and I got Scorpio. I don't have no Cancer in my chart. No Pisces. I have no Pisces in my chart either. I have Mercury in Capricorn and Mars in Capricorn. Mercury and Mars in Capricorn. Yeah. And in the first house, I'm Aquarius ascendant. Second house is Pisces. Third house is Aries. Fourth house is Taurus. Fifth house is Gemini. Sixth house Cancer. Seventh house Leo. Then Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. All that good stuff. Yes, I know. I heard you say that in Becca's thing yesterday. I have a lot of March Pisces friends. Tristan, you say, what tarot readings do you watch? Just your big three. That's a good question. Honestly, I only watch like my friends, to be honest. I don't really watch like all these big name tarot places. Right now, currently, I watch Becca B Tarot. That's my friend. She comes in here. She's my friend. I watch her channel. Okay, Marcia. Thank you, sweetie. Well, you said, so what tarot readings do you watch? Just your big three. And then you said, oh, I meant like your sun, moon, and rise. I don't really watch those type of readings, to be honest. No, that's cool. I don't really watch like other people's channels too much. I just watch my friends. But if you're meaning like my sun is Aquarius, my moon is Virgo, and my rising is Aquarius. But as far as watching other channels, just my friends. I watch Becca, I watch Lorraine here. I speak my truth. I watch them sometimes. I watch my friends that come in here, Rising Storm Tarot. I watch Star Lourdes Tarot, my friend. I watched her video today. People like that. Just my friends. Nah, that's cool. All right, Marcia, I'll answer your question. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Your birthday is on March 5th. Oh, cool. 53. Oh, you're still young. You good. Yeah, I have a lot of friends in March. March 4th is my friend's birthday. March 8th is my friend's birthday. March 25th is a friend of mine's birthday. Yeah, yes, she is. Rising is one of my good friends. She's been my friend for a couple years now. I remember when I first started reading on here, when I first started reading in here, she was in my channel. Then she started reading. When she first started reading, I went in her room and helped her. I did some modding for her like last week. I modded in her channel for a bit. Her and I are very good friends. Yeah, she hasn't been on much. She would just like put up a premiere like she did today, or she'll like post it. She goes live every now and then, but you have to like have the notifications and catch her at the right time. All right, Marcia, you said, why does Arthur come into my work every Friday? Virginia and I Is he trying to piss Janine off? This guy's got issues. Yeah, she came on, I think, Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember now. I can't remember when I was in our room. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, she was doing questions in her room. But yeah, she's one of my one of my trustworthy psychic friends. I can't say that to too many people that I know, but I only trust a few psychics, in my circle. Some of them I still got to keep my eye on, but I trust her more than probably anybody on here. Well, he's definitely up to something. He's trying tricks, obviously. Let me ask you something. When he is at your table, does he win? It's either something to do with winnings, earnings, or like making money, and just having like just trying to cause anxiety, cause you to be off, or causing some type of problems, insecurity, just being evil, being nasty, and all that stuff. Yeah, you said here though, but you said that he comes to your table. So maybe I took that, maybe I read that wrong. Let me just see here real quick. He sits in my section. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you said he sits in your on your table. Okay. My bad. I read it wrong. Right, I read it wrong. My bad. Yeah, I totally read that wrong. Yeah, I thought you were dealing him, the stuff. Yeah. So the reason he does that is to cause anxiety and to cause, people to have to have actions, her to act towards him or act on him, just to be that way. Um, so that's what he's doing. He's just doing it to like be an asshole, to make her insecure, to make him, to make her go against him and look at him in an evil way, and it's working. And plus, yeah, he's trying to piss her off, but also trying to piss you off too. I think he's trying to do both, as if to say, you know, I can come in here, I can do what I want, I can piss both of you off, and I wouldn't even care. So it looks like he's doing it on purpose, obviously. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Um, that's what I just got all bad shit again. To be honest, he's just doing it to cause difficulties, to be tricky, to be a deceiver, you know, and to and the thing is it's not like he's winning anything. He's actually losing money. It's saying right here he's losing money and he's losing more than he gains. So it looks like an addiction for him. Yeah, she's gonna continue to be that way with you because of how. Um, oh, I know it's saying right here. It says he's losing money and it's causing him anxiety, and that's why he's like doing what he's doing. Um, but the thing is, Janine's gonna be nice to you for a while, because she's finally realizing that you were right about Arthur. You know that he's an idiot, and she's finally realizing who he really is. He's causing her a lot of difficulties and a lot of like insecurities, and he's like cost her money too. Looks like she's giving him money, and he's losing a lot more and more. Hey Cindy, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it seems that way. That Janine feels that way, Marcia. Like she's finally like getting her justice and getting her like she's finally feeling like she can be sincere toward you now because of you gave her the advice, but she didn't listen. But now she's starting to like feel more satisfied knowing that she made a mistake and she's not going to be dealing with it. Yeah, and I think she finally realizes that too, that she isn't getting shit back from him either. But I feel like she's gonna be like nice to you and reasonable and fair because she finally realizes that you were right all along. Excuse me. So he's still losing money and his patience, and he has anxiety over her and what she does and what how you do and so forth. Yeah, I got the exact same energy again. Like I still think that they talk, but it's all like text messages or just messaging and things like that. There's no like real talk. Yeah. There's a lot of like hasty decisions being made and just like it's a quick hi, hello, or hey, what's up? Nothing. There's no like, hey, I love you or some shit like that. It's just like she finally realizes that he's a tricky, deceiving, narcissistic, etc. a-hole. But I still feel like they're communicating, but not like, in a lovey way. They're still like going at each other indecisive things. Hmm. If I were there, Marsha, I would you know, I would I would intimidate him for you. I'd be like, yo, I heard you talking to my girlfriend Marcia. He'd be like, who? I like, don't who me, boy. And then me and him would go at it. I was like, yeah, I'm Marcia's new boyfriend, Mark. I'll kick your ass if you talk shit to her or dig at her again. You understand? Honestly, I would love to do shit like that, but I never get a chance to do those things. I would like to like intimidate guys who think that they can intimidate um, women like that. That pisses me off, to be honest. Yeah, I would do it. I wish I can be like everywhere at this, that I need to be. I wish I had a private jet and just say, "Look, I'm coming to visit you, Marcia. I'm gonna come to your place of work. Just show me who this guy is, and I'm gonna, you know, intimidate his ass." Yeah, well, people who think that way, I put them in their place. Just ask my brother-in-law. He knows. He's gonna find out very shortly. Oh no, Cindy, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man, it's like a never-ending story over there. Shit. Well, I hope. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Cindy. That's the main thing. I hope mom's okay. Man, it's like a never-ending story. There's always some bullshit, man. Sucks. Well, I'm glad you're okay. That's all that matters. Yeah, we had in Bermuda we had a similar situation. The main power source here, the electric light company here, one of their generators blew up, and then they had to go to the backups, and we were without power for like 3 hours, and my generator wasn't working. My generator wasn't working, and I finally got it fixed after months of getting the parts and everything else. And because we have the generator fixed, the electricity won't go out now. And it happens all the time. We've had that generator for 8 years, and every time we need it, it doesn't work. Well, I can't really say every time, but majority of the times it won't work. And then when it works, it never comes on because we never get out of power. San Francisco. Yeah, I want to be Superman. I have to take care of all my women friends. I don't like when men treat women like shit. That shit pisses me off. 'Cause I just don't like that. I mean, if the woman deserves it, then so be it. But at the end of the day, a man shouldn't be doing this type of thing. Ontario. Oh, great. That's great news, Cindy. I'm glad she's doing fantastic. I'm glad she's coming home on Thursday. Yay. That's good. I had to deal with my mom today. I took her to the grocery store. Um, Her and I like kind of argued at the grocery store. But just not a bad argument, just like arguing over like prices of stuff and how she always complains about prices and things like that. And I'm like, Mom, get over it. It's life. Like, stop complaining. But she's not the only one. Everybody complains. I'm the type of person, I don't really complain about the groceries and the prices because everything, as far as I remember, everything goes up, nothing comes down. I've never been to the grocery store and said, "Oh shit, the price this is going down in price." How many times have you gone to the grocery store in the last 10 years and you said, "Oh, this product's now cheaper"? Yes, I'm going to get more of it. everything goes up. I told my nephews that I remember going to a Coca-Cola um, soda machine and paying 50 cents for a soda at one point. And now a soda costs over $2. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't work when I need it. When like sometimes the generator has sensors, and if the generator doesn't work a lot, or it comes on once a week, like just to run. But if the generator doesn't like come on for a couple months, the sensors kind of get like messed up. So then the sensors, when the sensor does have to work, it triggers like an electronic fault. It's just the way it is. It's actually a Generac. It's actually a good name brand. It's a good generator, but I actually got the real parts for it this time. Yeah, everything goes up, man. It's just I honestly remember paying 50 cents for a soda back in the day. Then it went up to 75, a dollar 70, dollar 25, and when like for instance, when I used to drink Pepsi, the regular price for a Pepsi here is like 189 for like a 1 liter Pepsi. And then on special it's 169. And sometimes it's 125 when it's like it's going outdated. You have to look at the date. I always look at the dates of all the products I buy. Every single product, grocery product I buy, I look at the date first. And if the date is in like next year, I'll buy it. If it isn't, I'm not buying it. Everything I buy has to have a 2024 date on it, unless it's something that, you have to eat right away or something like that. Yeah, my mom, she's okay. She's all right. She's a pain in the ass, but she's okay. Yeah, so like it's crazy that I mean, I understand that was like, a long, long time ago. It was 40 years ago when I remember being like 6 years old and my mom gave me 50 cents to get a soda. And I thought it was the best thing in the world. And when I started smoking cigarettes at 17, 18 years old, I remember going to a cigarette machine and paying 125 for a pack of cigarettes. And then it went up in price. It went to like 225. And then I was maybe 22, 23, and the price of cigarettes was 375. Yeah, gas prices was a dollar something a gallon at one point. When I used to work at a gas station for years, and I remember it used to be $4 a gallon. It was like 110 a liter or something like that. And diesel was dirt cheap. Now diesel is expensive. And I have a diesel van. I have a diesel van car. And I used to spend 50 bucks and fill my gas tank. Now I have to spend $80 to fill my gas tank, my diesel tank. Yeah, the clearances are very good as far as certain things. I went yesterday. I went to get a haircut, and I paid $35 for my haircut. It used to be 30 for the past 5 years, and then they put the price up this year to 35, and I give a $5 tip, which is pretty much nothing. So I pay $40 for a 25 minute haircut, which is ridiculous. But hey, it's life. Who cares? It's only like once every 2 months I get a haircut anyway. I don't really cut my hair every month and all that type of bullshit. Um, um, I went to, but as I went to get my haircut, it was raining. Before I went to get my haircut, I was actually a little bit early. And there's like a shop that sells like, men's clothes. So I went in there to check the Adidas section because I like Adidas clothes and stuff like that. So I said, summer's, approaching, and when it's like April, May, it starts to get hot here. And I said, I want to get like a black pair of shorts with like some red stripes to go with some of my outfits that I have. I have the pants, but I need a pair of shorts. So I said, let me see if they have some. So they had some, and it was $65 for a pair of Adidas shorts. I looked at the price, and then I looked at the next one to see if it was like a joke or something. And they all said $65 for a pair of Adidas shorts. I was like, you must be out of your fucking mind. I can order that shit on Adidas.com for like 25, 28 bucks and bring it in for another 20 bucks, and I'll still save money if I bring it in. I was like, $65 for a pair of damn shorts? Are you crazy? What the fuck's in the pockets? I checked the pockets, there was nothing in there. I was like, "This fucking crazy. These people are nuts." People don't care, Marcia. Nobody cares. My sister just came back from Boston with her boys. They went to a tournament in Boston for volleyball, and she said she got no sleep in that hotel because everybody was making noise. Everybody was making noise. People complained. She says her friend went out in the hallway and fucked off some people because they were making too much noise. They was like, "Look, we have kids in here that are going on a volleyball tournament. Shut the fuck up." And the people just looked at her and walked off. Like, you're at a hotel. Have some fucking respect. Like, people come there for business, So shut the hell up. What are you doing at 2:30 in the morning talking loud outside in the hallway when you know all these people are in here? You think they paid the same money you did, moron? My sister was so mad. She was like, I had such a great trip, but the hotel part was like a disaster. And I was like, the last time I went away, I had to bang on the wall and say, "Yo, shut the fuck up, or else I'm calling like security because you people are like making too much noise. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go catch a flight tomorrow morning. Like, shut the hell up." And the people are like, "Sorry, sorry." I'm like, "Sorry? I'll show you sorry. I'll go up and I'll bang your fucking door down and beat the shit out of all of you in here. Like, what the fuck is your problem?" People have no respect. It's ridiculous. Okay, no problem, Cindy. Yep, 65 bucks. Marcia, nobody has respect anymore. People just don't care. It's because a lot of people have a bad, piss poor attitude, and their attitude is, I'm paying the same you're paying. I'm going to do what I want. I don't give a shit about what you think. If you don't like it, get out of here and go to another hotel because I'm going to play my music loud. I'm going to talk in the hallway. I'm going to do whatever I want because I don't give a shit about what you think. But I bet you when they go to sleep at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they're not gonna like when I slam my door when I got up at 8 and go get breakfast, are they? Sometimes I want to do that. Yeah, entitled people. Yeah. Yeah. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? That's one thing I don't miss about going away is going to a hotel. because hotels are so annoying. The hotels, the hotel is nice, can be nice, and the hotel is not the problem. The people at the hotel is the problem. People don't know how to act. People just don't know what to do, and they just, they're a pain in the ass. You're good? That's good to hear. I don't know. I just don't understand people, and I just don't understand how they have the audacity to like treat people that way. I don't get it. What makes you better than somebody else to be like making all this noise at a hotel? Sometimes I want to like get an Airbnb and go somewhere, but then what if you go there and the same thing happens? Even at home here, I have to listen to noise. I live on top of a hill, and it's so windy right now that I have all my windows and doors closed because it's too windy. It's literally howling. And I'm like, this is one reason I don't want to live here no more, because when it's windy, it's so annoying. But then if I go somewhere where it's less windy, it might be more noisy neighbors. There might be like, traffic noise or something like that, or some bullshit. Exactly, Cindy. I agree. And that's the thing. People just don't have any respect. They just don't care. It absolutely amazes me how disrespectful people are when they're at a hotel. And the reason why they're disrespectful is because they pay for that space, and they think that I can do whatever I want with it because I paid. No. It's just like when you move into someone's neighborhood. The neighborhood has standards. If you don't like it, then don't move there. If you don't like it, then don't do the dumb shit. Because people have respect in their neighborhoods. When I moved to this neighborhood 13 years ago, I respected this neighborhood. And the people that were here are a lot older than me. And we had some younger, nasty neighbors that are now gone. For the past 3 years, they've been gone. Thank God. But I used to like the young boy. He used to have a loud ass motorcycle, and he used to do like 6 o'clock in the morning. He used to come up the hill. And one day I said, I'm had enough. Like he did it twice. And I'm like, nobody's coming out here at 6 o'clock in the morning to fuck this guy off and tell him about himself. I was like, well, I know I'm new to the neighborhood, but this ain't happening. So I went outside, and him and his friend had just got off the bike. I was like, yo, like, do you know what time it is? And his friend said, fuck you, I don't care. Get over it. And I was like, what did you say? Fuck me, get over it? Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I grabbed my broom. I came around the corner. I said, what did you say again? Say it again. I dare you. And like my other neighbor over the side here, he's Jamaican. And he is like, what happened, Mark? I said, you hear this fucking guy on this loud bike waking up the whole neighborhood? You guys don't say anything? Like, you gonna allow this guy to keep doing this shit? I'm gonna beat his ass today because he's disrespectful and his friends disrespected me. And he don't even live here. So when I came around the corner with the broom and threatened them, they didn't go nowhere. They stayed there for hours. And then when he left very quietly. And when he came back, he came very quietly ever since. And all it took was me threatening him with a broom and telling him I'm going to beat his ass. And that's all you really need to do. You got to show these young punks that, hey, you can't do what you want in this neighborhood. I don't give a fuck. You can't be doing that shit. There's people that want to sleep. People work different hours. Like, who are you to come up this hill and blare your bike and at the top. You know what? So when you're sleeping during the day, you want me to do that? You want me to blast my music all day and bang on your fucking door? You want me to do that? You idiot. Some people, man, I swear, people are lucky that I'm not like a violent person. Because I swear to God, I beat their asses, man. Some of these kids and some of these young people, they need a good severe beating, like how we got when we were young. When we were young, we got slapped upside the head and we got slapped with wooden spoons and beaten to a pulp with a belt and got like, we didn't get put in timeout. We got shit taken away. Yeah? Well, I'm taking this shit away. No, mommy, please. I don't want to hear it. It's gone. You want to be a disrespectful little ass? These kids nowadays, they don't have no remorse, no respect, no nothing. Fuck you think this is? Crazy? I told my nephew one day, he was in here on my couch, he said some shit to me. I said, who the fuck you talking to? And he looked at me with his eyes wide open. He says, I'm sorry, Uncle Mar. I didn't mean. I said, you better be sorry. I'll beat the shit out of you. Out of your damn mind? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? It's like a natural instinct for me. Like, I can't take that shit, man. Like, I was brought up different. I would never talk to my parents like that. I still don't talk to my parents like that. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you children aid, all right. You're gonna need hospital aid if you're my child. I dare if I had a child and they said that to me, I'll beat his ass even more. And I'll tell him, you tell the police and you tell child whatever, I'll beat your ass again. And I'll tell them to take you because I don't want you no more. And you're gonna find out what life is like without your daddy and your mommy. You'll come crying back to us. You little shit. I swear the youth of today is just outrageously crazy. Yeah, you're right, Cindy. I was scared to get in trouble too. Yeah, but now these kids ain't scared of nothing. They watch too much bullshit movies and cartoons. Yeah, Cindy, I haven't really been in it. I've been in a few Airbnbs in Atlanta. They were really good. I haven't been to any in Boston though. I want to. Next time I go to Boston, I might go in an Airbnb just to get more peace instead of a hotel. I don't really care for hotels like that. I'd rather go to an Airbnb because I don't even like being at a hotel and having like the maid come in whenever she wants and like look at my shit. I don't like that. Yep. Yeah. Well, look what's happening in the schools. This guy came on the news and said, "What the hell are you teaching in these schools? Why are you teaching 4 years old about sex and gay rights and all this stuff? What happened to religion? What happened to teaching God's word? What happened to teach reading the Bible in school? What happened to like religion as a subject? You rather like teach kids about homosexual stuff and genders and all this bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me? These are 4 year olds. They don't need to know about a dick and a coochie. Are you fucking crazy? No, that's for their parents to talk about on their own time. The school ain't got to teach sexual education. That's nothing to do with you. That's a parent's responsibility. When I was in school 4 years old, I weren't learning about no fucking. I didn't even know what a gay person was. I didn't even know what sex was. Don't even think about that shit. You're fucking crazy. That's why I'm honestly. That's why God didn't give me no kids. Because if I go to their school and find out that shit happens, I'm gonna pull my kid out of school. I wouldn't even want him to go to school. Fuck that. My nephews told me that there's a gay couple in school that walk down the hallway holding hands and kissing, and they're like 12, 13 years old. Are you crazy? I would have never allowed that shit to happen. Because when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, you couldn't even do that shit at that age. No way. The teachers would never let you hold hands with your girl. They don't give a fuck if that's your girlfriend. You can't do that shit in school. You know, you're too young to do that shit. It doesn't matter if you're gay or you're not. You know, you can't do that shit in school. That's disrespectful. At that age, 4, 5, 6, 13, that's not happening. Uh-uh. You do that shit after you leave school. You don't do that shit during school. My nephew said they're shocked to see the amount of shit that people get away with. Yeah, in my school, you do that shit when I was that age, you get your ass beaten. No shit. Yeah, they don't care. And now people are coming to school acting like a dog. Oh, I identify as a cat. Meow. I identify as a fucking dog. Woo, 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 woo. I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You identify at what God made you. You're a woman or you're a man. I don't give a fuck what you identify. If you identify as that, you identify your ass out of this school. Get out of my face. I couldn't be a teacher or a principal or a parent these days. Well, you would, huh? All that shit. This is all demonic shit, see. This is the devil getting his way and people not believing in God anymore. Because if you believe in God, you don't believe in those things. Those are all bullshit scenarios and bullshit things. There's no such thing as you identify as something. No, 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 no. Don't talk to me about you identify as something. I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You were made a woman or a man, and that's it. There's only two things you're identifying as. You can claim you're something you're not. So everybody does it. People claim they're a gangster. People claim they're this. People claim they're that. Who cares? You can claim whatever you want. But you are who you are. You can't run away from that. You idiot. I don't know if you guys heard President Putin's. I don't like to talk about politics, but I don't care. I'll talk about it in here today. We can have grown up conversations in here. Hey, Davik, how you doing, bro? To each their own. Let me tell you something. Everybody's opinion is different. My opinion is this. Take it or leave it. I don't care what anybody says, right? Yeah, switch to pronouns. Go for it, bro. President Putin had a speech the other day, and he dissed the shit out of America and how they run their country and how all of them have no morals and values, how they all want to be like these identify this and they want to be that, and how they're ruining society, and they're doing all these demonic things and not living by God anymore, which I totally agree with him. A lot of people are stepping up and saying those things like, who the fuck are you to identify as this and your pronouns, and what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean you want to identify as black but you're white, or you want to identify as white but you're black? The fuck are you talking about? Are you mental? You must be if you want to identify as something. You're a man or a woman, moron. That's all you are. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I don't care for government, and I don't care what government says and does, because government's all corrupted. But you have to face reality, and the reality is there's two genders, man and a woman. If you want to be a man, that's fine. You want to have a sex change, you do whatever you want. I really don't care. You want to be gay, you want to do this, you want to do that. Hey, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, but that's not nothing that I want to do. I'm not doing none of the shit that you people are doing. So you leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. It's that simple. I'm the type of person I'm who I am, and you have to accept me for who I am, and I'll accept you for who you are, even though I don't agree with what you're doing. Not my problem. Just like I preach about God, you might not like God. You don't believe in God. That's your problem. I don't care. If you don't believe in God, I'm not going to look at you different. You can believe in whatever you want. I don't care. You ain't my you ain't my mom, you ain't my dad, you ain't nobody to me. You're just somebody that I know that has an opinion like I do. I could care less about your pronouns and your genders and whatever the fuck you want to do or what group you're a part of. It don't make no difference to me. You don't like it, don't listen to me and don't come in here. It's that simple. I don't come in your space, you don't come in mine. Oh yeah, definitely. There's the whole world since I was born and since everybody's been born for the time, it's been God versus the devil. That's always been that way. Good versus evil, God versus the devil, left versus right, up versus down. It's the way it is. It's never gonna be an equal give and take. There's always gonna be bad and good. Always. It's just the way life is. Well, that's the thing. They have an agenda, and the evil agenda is to make you believe that all this crazy whack mental shit is okay. That's what it is. They want you to believe that this is okay to be these ways. It's not okay because we don't like it. So you got to respect what we don't like, and we'll respect what you don't like. But don't put that shit on me. Don't tell me I have to do it or I'm going to be canceled. Give a fuck if you cancel me. Good. Cancel me then. I don't care. I'm still going to be with good people. Good people are still going to listen to me. Good people are still going to love and care about me. I don't give a fuck what you think. You take your pronouns and your gender bullshit and take it somewhere else. I don't care what you think. Does it look like I care? No. Well, people always, let me tell you, I've had a lot of problems on here speaking the truth. People hate when I come on here and say, oh, Mark, you shouldn't talk like that. I'll talk whatever I want. Then don't come in here if you don't like me. Don't come in here if you think that my beliefs are different from yours. Then just go somewhere else. Go live with your other people. Go talk to your chat room of people with crazy ass ideas like you. It ain't gonna stop me from saying what I have to say. If you're entitled to your opinion, then so am I. And it's just the way it is. I'll say what I want, do what I want, and so can you. Just don't sit there and tell me my opinion's wrong. It's right to me. Anybody who speaks the truth these days, Cindy, is a problem. Everybody who says the truth is a problem. People that will say the truth right to somebody. I'm actually enjoying watching people say the truth to people. And when I say the truth to people, they get mad because they're like, oh, well, oh, I don't care. I just think that this is right and you're wrong because you should accept everyone. I don't have to accept you. I don't have to accept what you like. I accept what I've been brought up on, which is morals, values, and the truth. You want to live that life? Go for it. I don't have no problem with you people and your pronouns and your genders and all that bullshit. You do whatever you want. You can look as stupid as you want. I don't care. Just don't bring that shit on me. Don't tell me that I have to believe it. Don't tell me I have to accept you. I don't. I don't care what you do, but I don't have to accept what you do. And I never will, because that's not me. I've never been scared to speak my mind. That's who I am. I don't care. It's gotten me in trouble on here for speaking my mind, but I don't care. People can still say whatever they want. Not my problem. If you have a right to believe what you want to believe, you believe what you want to believe. But I have the right to not like what you do, and you have a right not to like how I think. But don't tell me I have to do what you want me to do, because that doesn't work that way. I'm a grown man with my own ideas, my own thoughts. And if you can't get that through your mental skull, then don't come in here and talk to me, and don't come in here and tell me what I have to believe in and what I have to accept. You all, people like that, have to realize that one day they're gonna come to judgment day. And when you stand before God, when you're dead and you're in spirit, God's gonna say, do you know what you're doing is wrong? No, but it's not wrong, God. You have to love me because I want to use pronouns and I want to be a man and I'm a woman. But that's not how I made you. But God, please, no, no, no. Open the door to hell, because that's exactly where you're fucking going. Is to hell, whether you like it or not. Your pronouns, your genders, and your fake ass is going right to the devil where you belong. And there ain't no remorse, there ain't no fucking saving you, because you already made up your mind that God has to accept you. Who the fuck are you to tell God what you are supposed to be accepted? Are you mental? What fucking world you live in? But see, people don't think that there's a heaven and a hell. But your physical body will never see that. But your spiritual body will, because your spirit lives forever. Your physical body doesn't. It rots and decays in the ground. So remember that. You got the window seat ticket reserved to hell? Hey, I'll watch from the window too. And guess what? Hell is full. Hell is full, but it's a bottomless pit there. People just don't know. You keep thinking that you're gonna go to heaven, man, and you're gonna ask God for forgiveness. Yeah, right. Even a righteous person and a decent person like me, I'm not perfect. I sin. I do what I have to do. I believe in God. I worship God. I know that I want to be in heaven. I want to be a free spirit one day. And I know I get challenged every day. But when I come before God, I can say to him honestly that, I don't want to go to hell. Please don't send me there. I know I've sinned. I know I've done dumb shit. But one thing I know is I don't worship the devil. So I shouldn't go down there. And he's going to ask me what reason. And he's going to say, well, Marky, my boy, you helped out a lot of people in your lifetime. Thank you for doing that. Your path is to heaven, bro. You ain't going to hell. There's enough jackasses in hell. I need you in heaven. I believe I'll definitely be there because I have nothing on my conscience. Yeah. That's why all these morons out here, they fail to realize that their physical presence is decaying, is going to decay in the ground forever. But their spiritual presence lives forever. And when you come before God that day, I feel sorry for you. I really do. You're going to wish you never fucking was the person you was. Well, one thing I can say to God is I tried my best to help, to serve you, to believe in you. I know I've been tested. I was brought up as a Catholic, raised as a Catholic. I was an altar boy for 8 years. When I was in school, and then we had school mass and church, I was the only one who wanted to be an altar boy. Everybody else teased me and said I was wearing a robe and a skirt, and I shouldn't be an altar boy. That shit is gay and this and that. And I'm like, I don't care what you say. Like, I'm serving God, and I like to be an altar boy. I'm closer to God than you do. I'd rather be up on the altar with Him than be in the seats like you. I used to counteract everybody. Everybody thought that I was weird because I was an altar boy. But that's what I want. That's what I like to do. I've always been, the type of person who wanted to be close to Jesus because I was scared of the devil. Oh, absolutely. Well, we can repent our sins. Everybody says it every day. You got to repent, and ask God to forgive you. See, there's a thing, before you die, you can actually fix everything, and that's my belief. Before you die, I think that people will be like, all right, now's my time to ask God to forgive me for everything I've done. I'm about to die. You know, yeah, I believe He does to a certain extent. I believe He does to a certain extent. Even God Himself says in the Bible, God hates liars. It's written in the Bible, God hates liars. So if you lie all day and all fucking night, there's only one place you're going. Because when you come before God, you're lying about Him wanting, you want His forgiveness. And guess where your lying ass is going? You can go lie to the devil for the rest of your spirit life. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I've been doing psychic stuff for 20 years, and I've never like claimed to see God, talk to God, ask God for like a reading or something like that. Who am I to even talk about Him in that way? I'm not worthy of His presence because I'm still sinning. I'm still judging. I'm still not living the way He wants me to live because it's too hard not to sin. It's too hard not to judge. And, I'm trying my best not to sin. But, at the end of the day, He knows at least I'm trying. So it all depends. Like, everybody has their own beliefs, but I've never claimed to have a direct link to God. A lot of psychics do that, and it's the most disturbing, disgusting thing you can even think of in your mind, to even think you have a direct line to God. Are you serious right now? Shut up and do yourself a favor. Just keep quiet. Ain't nobody have a direct line to God, bro. He ain't got no phone. He ain't got no line. You pray, He'll listen. He'll hear about it. He'll know about it. But if you're shuffling cards and you're talking about I got a direct line to God, there's something wrong with you. I've heard a lot of people say that, and I want to type to them, please don't say that. You look like an idiot. So, hey, it is what it is. Some people have to believe that in order to do what they do. But hey. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it is, Cindy. I met a psychic guy about, I would say, 7 years ago, and he claimed to be a medium. And I got a reading from him. And he said to me, oh, yeah, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He gave me all these, things that he said. Not one of those things have come true in the last 7 years. And the worst thing he could have said to me, he says, I have a direct link to God. God tells me everything. God this and God that. I'm like, yep, here we go. The bullshitter of the year award goes to this fool saying that he has a direct line to God. As soon as he said that, the reading went out the door. And nothing that he said has happened in the last 7 years. So I know he was full of shit from the beginning, because people talk like that to get you to believe them. They use God's name in vain to make you believe dumb shit. Oh yeah, it's getting late. That's why, Cindy. Everybody probably got phone slapped, or they probably fell asleep. It happens in here. Oh yeah, Jim Baker. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, people are gonna do what they want. A lot of people don't like when I talk about God. They leave because people think people don't like to hear those things. Some people don't like to hear politics. Don't Some people don't like to hear you know. Oh no, you didn't scare nobody away. It's cool. We're talking. If somebody donates and I answer a question, that's when I stop talking. But if nobody does that, then I'm just going to talk about life and whatever subject comes up. As you notice, since you've been here, we talk about everything. I talk one thing about my channel for the past 3 years. I've talked about every and anything. I've talked about heated arguments, heated things. Um, one of the most heated arguments I've had on here was about politics and about gay rights and things like that. I've had a lot of arguments about those two subjects, and it's gotten very bad in here at some point. But the people that started that shit and started those arguments about those subjects are no longer here, so I don't have to worry about them. But everybody has a right to their own opinion, their own beliefs, their own thoughts. I don't mind if people come in here and say whatever they have to say. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, you can do whatever you want, be whoever you want. I don't discriminate you. All I ask is you is respect my opinion, and I'll respect yours. Is that it? Simple. Everybody was in here earlier saying I like Tide. I told everybody my mom bought a bottle of Tide detergent. And she said how expensive it was. I said, well, get the Purex detergent because it's cheaper. And she was like, no, I don't want Purex. I want Tide because Tide is better. And I was like, well, see, that's your preference. But if you want to save money, you just get the less expensive one. She's like, no, I want my Tide. I love Tide. And I was like, all right, Mom, whatever. It's just like, everything else in the world. You have an opinion, you have a preference. My preference is a certain way. If you don't like it, then that's your problem. It's not my problem. I don't have a problem with your opinions. Just respect mine. That's all. Well, a lot of people honestly have a issue that they honestly believe that what they believe in is always right, and whatever you believe in is always wrong. And that's just the delusional state of mind that those people are in. If a person starts to argue with me about my opinion and tell me that my opinion is wrong and they're right, that's when I know I have to delete them out of my energy. Well, that's like my mom, Virgo. My mom said to me today at the grocery store that Tide detergent doesn't mess up our skin, but Purex does and the other ones do. And I'm the opposite. I don't like Tide because Tide makes my skin like, but Purex doesn't. Have you ever seen me on here go like this? Oh fucking the hold on a sec, I can't shuffle the cards because I'm not an itch. I use Purex. So that's what I like. I like Purex. I don't like Tide. And I like sometimes, like I was saying earlier to my friend on here, I said, look, I like when I wash dishes, some things I'll use Dawn for, and some things I'll use Palmolive for, because I feel like both of them have a different way of cleaning. Yeah, it's just the way it is. It's just like how I can't really eat tomatoes and tomato sauce because then my ears will itch, believe it or not, or I'll get heartburn, right? If I eat any type of tomato sauce and I always wonder why the hell my ears would itch or I would get heartburn when I ate lasagna with sauce or ate tacos with sauce. And then when I finally figured it out, I eliminated it from my diet and I don't have that problem anymore. Which it sucks because I like tomatoes and I like salsa and I like ragu sauce, but I just can't eat it all the time because it'll affect me. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. And that's just the way life should be. But life now is your opinion is wrong and we're going to cancel you. That's the way of the world in 2023. So if I came on here and said, if you're gay or you're bisexual or if you want me to use pronouns, you can't be in here. I'll get cancel Marky Mark's Terror because he said that if you are these type of things, then but you have to respect the fact that I don't like those things. So if you don't like it, then don't come in here. You can go to another person. There's tons of people, you know, who are readers that will read you in those aspects, but I won't. And then, like I said, I got into a big thing in here with politics with Trump and Biden and things like that, because I like Donald Trump and a lot of people that come in here hate him. And I don't like Joe Biden, but a lot of people that come in here like Joe Biden. I lost a friend. Oh, I can't really call her a friend because if she was, she wouldn't discriminate my opinion. But she used to come in here every day, and I used to say hi to her. I read for her a few times, and one day I said to her, I like Donald Trump, and I think that Joe Biden's a dickhead, and he's dumb as fuck. And she was like, "What are you talking about? Donald Trump is the problem." And I was like, hey, calm down. It's just my opinion. Oh, well, you don't live here, so you don't know fucking nothing about America. I live here. I said, I don't know nothing about America. I said, you live in America, but I've been all over America and you haven't. The fuck you talking about, woman? I don't have to live somewhere to know about their culture or know about their politics. You think I ain't got a fucking TV with CNN on it? Fuck you talking about? So she never came in here, never spoke to me ever since. And I could care less. It's less a dumbass I have to speak to. Not my problem. Just like recently, a woman claimed that I was against her gay friend or her transgender friend. And I said, I never said anything to you about your transgender friend. I could give a fuck if you have a transgender friend. And I could care less if you have gay friends. I read for gay people all the time, you moron. You don't see them coming in here? Have you ever seen me turn down a gay reading? Have you? So what are you talking about? How do I know that these people in here ain't a transgender? How do I know that? Do I say, You have to tell me, before I read you, you have to tell me if you love women, you love men, or you're a tranny. Do you ever hear me say that? Do you hear anybody else say that in any other room? Like, people are so stupid and delusional that they want to make a problem. They want to make a problem. And one day I actually got an energy from somebody that was gay, but I didn't want to say it. But then I said, listen, I got old women here. So are you, like, are you into women? And the person was like, thank you for clarifying that, Mark, because people just automatically think because I'm a woman, I'm asking about a man. And I said, well, from what I see in the cards, it's all women here. So obviously you love women. And she goes, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I said, I have no problem with, reading for gay people. I just don't like it personally because I like women. I'm not gay. But that's okay. You can come in here and ask me gay questions and gay readings. That don't make no difference. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to read you. If you need me, I'm here, and that's it. And I have bisexual clients. I have all sorts of clients. It don't matter to me. I don't care. You're coming to me to get a reading. That's fine. I don't have to associate with you, and I don't have to like what you like. Just like how women come in here and ask about 10 guys in 1 year. I'm not going to sit here and call you a hoe because you're asking about Johnny the Aquarius or Mark the Aquarius or, Bob the Taurus. It's your preference. You're trying to find out where this person that you want to be with is who you are, and that's it. Fuck you talking about? How am I offending you if I'm doing what I feel is right or wrong? Exactly, Cindy. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. I always call it a label. People put a label on you. So when people come in here and they say, "Oh yeah, Mark doesn't care for gay people. Mark doesn't like transgenders. Mark doesn't like this type of people. Mark doesn't like Joe Biden." And so don't you have likes and dislikes? Write all your dislikes on the paper and write all your likes on the other paper. We all have likes and dislikes, but I don't have to tell you that what you don't like is wrong or what you like is wrong. What you like is what you like. I don't care. I'm still going to go upstairs and go to sleep knowing that you don't like this and you don't like that, or you feel some type of way about me. It ain't going to cause me to not get no sleep. Not my problem. Oh, that's another problem. See, a lot of people come in here and ask the same thing, and I never judge them. I never tell them, look, you can't ask me that again. Some people do, but I don't care. I'm here to give you a service. You're here, you come here, you ask me a question. I have a right to refuse to answer it. But I really don't refuse to answer questions because I'm promoting answering questions. So I will answer whatever you want me to answer. If spirit gives you the right answer, you're blessed. If spirit gives you the wrong answer, then that's because you're asking a stupid ass question. And you shouldn't know the stupid ass answer. So it's up to you. It's not up to me. I'm just the person that's channeling the message. Spirit's going to judge you, not me. Spirit will tell you the truth or not tell you the truth because you don't deserve it or you just don't need to know. Or if they do tell you the truth, then that means that you're doing something right. But people get it through their minds that they are the person doing it. You'll never hear me say that I'm the one who's doing everything, not spirit. Never in my life have I ever say that because that's not true. I'm shuffling the cards and interpreting them to you. but the answers really come from spirit. They're the ones that put those cards in my hands, the right ones. They know I'm smart enough to read it, so they put me with the right questions, answers, I mean. It is what it is. I don't want nobody to get offended. And if you do, I really don't care. This is my channel. I'm going to say what I want, do what I want. And if you don't like it, then don't come in here. It's that simple. I've been telling people that since the day I got on here. I have a right to my opinions. So does everybody else that comes in here. We can talk about everything. Don't sit in the background and critique me or tell me that I'm wrong. Confront me. Tell me, why do I think this and why do I think, and I'll tell you. And if you respect me and let me talk and let me explain, then I'll explain. And then you can sit there and tell me the same thing. And I'll respect you and let you talk. I was just blabbing as usual. I'm going to head out of here, Cindy. But before I go, I would like to give you a message of your choice. So if you want a message, I'll give you one. And then after that, I'm going to go sleep. Or if you want to ask a question or whatever, I'll do that for you. It's not a problem. Oh boy. I took a nice Epsom salt bath and I feel so good. I feel kind of relieved. Yeah. I took down my video earlier because I said a few things on there that were kind of personal. So I took the video down. I went on a rant in the beginning about my family and my brother-in-law and lawyers, and I took it down because I don't want nobody to see that. Well, one of my friends that works at a law firm, her and I talked about the situation, and I kind of like went on a serious rant about lawyers and about him and about my sister and about how the legal system is. And I was like, you know what, Mark, you better take this video down because the wrong person sees it, they're gonna start talking shit. Because that's what happened in the past. People will listen to my videos, see what I say, pinpoint things, and try to make me look like the villain. But now they don't bother me anymore because they know that they can't get me. See, if I was weak, I would leave and never come back. But I'm still here 3.5 years later. And I'm not going anywhere because I really don't care what people say or think about me. Well, unfortunately, people have an editing tool and they edit my words to make it seem like I'm saying something when really I'm not. And that's what happened last time. Some professional hacker type person was editing my videos and making it seem like I hated certain people. And then I was like, well, if everybody believes this fool, then believe him. But if you listen to the whole video, you'll hear that I didn't say those things. They edited my shit. So, but some people, like I said, some people just, I think they give up because they know they can't get you. So because they couldn't get me and still can't, they leave me alone. They're like, we can't convert him. We can't cancel him. He's too smart. He's too not give a shit type. So we'll leave him alone. Cindy, I don't know if you heard me, but I asked you if you wanted a message. If you want one, I'll give you one. If you want to ask a question, I'll answer it for you before I go. But yeah, that's how it is, though. I've been on here for 3.5 years, so I know how it works. Um, some people take me serious, some people take me as a joke, and some people just don't like what I believe in, so they don't come in here no more. Not my problem. A spirit message. Oh man. You're welcome. All right. Exactly, Virgo. Well, you've seen me in action. You've seen me in action, Virgo. You see what I've been through on here with people. And I don't, you know me, I don't give a fuck. I'll say whatever I want. Challenge my thoughts, challenge what I believe in, and I'll make you look like an ass. Because I speak the truth about everything. I don't say lies, and I don't live in dreamland. I live in reality. I'm not in your little matrix world. I talk facts. I live and die by the truth. You ain't telling me nothing that is, yeah, fuck that. It's okay, Cindy. I know what you meant. I know you love me. You don't have to deny it. It's okay. Yeah, most people do. That's why I still have all my friends in here, and that's how I make friends. I always attract like-minded people. No, you didn't freak me out. It's cool. I have people tell me they love me every day. Every night before I leave here. Yes, I know, Cindy. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a secret anymore. Every night when I leave here, the last words I say is I love you guys and I wish you all a great night and a great week. I say it every time and I mean every word of it. It's all good. Love is in the air. Virgo loves me too. That's why she put Virgo love. See, she loves Marky too. It's cool. I love all of you. You guys can love me. It's cool. You can tell me you love me. It's okay. Okay, well, I'll address you personally next time, Cindy. It got to that point in here at one point where some of these girls were like, actually think that I belong to them. So I've had a lot of weirdos in here. So, it's all good. I know how autocorrect works. It's gotten me in trouble too. It's all good. I'm used to the crazy people. But I know who's sincere and who is not. Honestly, I wish you would have met my friend Sue that passed away. She would love you. She literally would. Sue is the type of person. She was in here like always teasing me, talking shit. She would always say, "I love you, Marky," and she bought me lots of gifts and things like that. And You know, it's and she would always talk about the crazy women in here and shit like that and tease the crap out of them, text me behind their backs and shit like that. Virgo knows who she is. She'll tell you, like, she knows the deal with funny shit in here. We always have a good time. Trust me, I don't take things personal in here. People could say, I love you, or I love you, Mark, or for helping me. I don't take that like you know, in a sick, flirtatious, dopey way. I know people generally like, love me and care about me, and that's okay. Like, that's fine. All right, your card, Cindy. Virgo, I'll give you a message too. Cindy, your card is Shooting Star. Confirmation. I like that. And this card says, this is a magical moment. The universe is poised to respond to your wishes, and this card is turned up to confirm that is so. You have felt this way for a while, but haven't fully allowed yourself to believe it. But the time is to trust your feelings and know that all is perfectly timed. In fact, it is better than fine. You are truly blessed with heightened manifestation abilities right now, so take this opportunity to bring out all of what you desire. Ride this shooting star through the cosmos, fill up your mystical stardust, and know that whatever you wish for at this time will be granted. Your focus and positivity bring you good fortune. If you have hoped for this about to be realized, keep your thoughts positive, for your manifestation abilities are strong and can be turned in the outcome either way. Be careful what you wish for, though. There you go. Shooting star confirmation. Yes. Well, I've been on here, like I said, I've been on here for 3.5 years, and I've met some crazy ass people. Oh yeah, it is, Virgo, especially for me, because I'm an Aquarius. So, uh, I've been through a lot of crazy people in my life, a lot of crazy women who tried to destroy me on here. Um, Virgo would tell you I've been through some crazy women that have claimed me, tried to come here to be with me, um, tried to ruin my life, tried to get me canceled and get me out of here. They tried their best, but it didn't work. I'm still here standing, still here dealing with everything I have to deal with, because I don't let nobody get to me like that. But trust me, I've met some crazy ass people. But I've also met equally amount of beautiful people. Love you too, Cindy. Um, Virgo, you've been here since day one. You know what time it is. You know how it is. Listen, I flirt with everyone. I talk shit to everybody. You guys have seen me, like, when a woman comes in here, I do it every time. Uh, a woman will come in here and say, I'm single, looking for a man. I'm like, hey, well, I'm available right now. You might as well just come to Bermuda and I'll take care of you. I do it as a joke, and some people, like, they get a kick out of it. They think it's absolutely hilarious. And then there's other women who say, look, my ex-boyfriend's aggravating. I was like, look, you want me to turn gangster on this guy? You want me to slap the shit out of him? I'll come there. Look, just take a screenshot of me and just say that I'm your boyfriend. And if he has a problem, I'll do a voice note and say, I'll fuck him up. All right? Women in here be laughing like crazy. They think it's hilarious. and it makes them like trust me more. It makes them feel more like, comfortable getting a reading because they're like, yeah, Mark's, he likes to talk a lot of shit. He's funny. I can trust him, because I know he's not being a perv. He's just, being joking around. And I wish he probably was here to beat the shit out of my ex or, threaten him and some of that shit. That's the thing. Like I just want to be happy, like, and make everybody, feel comfortable. Like I'm not no perv. I'm not the type of guy to be like hollering at you out of a live and be like, hey, you said you love me. Do you mean it? Cindy, I'm gonna text you later because I know you meant that. Nobody can ever say that shit about me. Like I don't do those stupid things. Like I respect everybody that comes in here. Some people I have a really good friendship with, a really good relationship with, but like I know the reality of it all. I really don't know anybody out, that's behind this computer. I don't know anybody personally like that. Some people I do, but not really physically personally, but video chatting with them and talking to them. Yeah, exactly. I do it just to make everybody laugh and talk shit. I do it to everybody, just so everybody would say like, he does it with everybody. He don't mean he has no. He doesn't do it on purpose. To be an asshole or be a perv. That's not me. I don't do those things. I respect women to the max, and I would never go offline and text somebody and be like, "Hey, baby, show me your tits, and I'll give you a free reading." If you send me a picture of your coochie, I'll give you a reading for the rest of the year for free. I just want to see that coochie, please. You'll never see me do those stupid ass things. No one ever has that information or has that evidence because it doesn't exist. I treat everybody equal. Obviously, I have my friends, people that I love. I do all of those things. I respect everybody. I have a lot of people on here on my social media. I have people on here on Facebook that know my real name. Like, like know who I am, know about. I'm an open book. Like I don't keep secrets and act like an idiot. I don't do anything stupid. Like I don't do nothing gross. I don't do nothing perverted or things like that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll talk a lot of shit. I do all the sex cards and I talk my ass off and just be funny. Like but I'm not nowhere near like some stalking type of weirdo. You know, because there's people out there that would take that shit and be like, oh yeah, Mark's a freak. Perfect. I'm sending him a picture of my coochie right now. I'm getting some free readings. Damn right. Let's see that's not. I don't do that dumb shit. Your reputation is built in years and lost in minutes, and I'm not about to lose my reputation over some hope. Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I've been through it already plenty of times. I've had a lot of online crazies, but the ones I still talk to, I know. Like I broke it down to him. I said, look, this is impossible. I can't be with you because you live thousands of miles away from me, and I don't want a long distance relationship. Virgo, you want a card, sweetie? Cindy, you said, I know you do. Guess what? Vacation soon. Right? But, oh, yeah, yeah, sure. Hey, I always say you can always come here for vacation. That's not a problem. You and everybody else. Whenever you're ready to come to Bermuda, Cindy, I will definitely be available. I will make myself available. Oh, that was my life, Yeah, they take the small thing into a love connection. I've had that happen a few times. Trust me, I've had women send me things. Let's just say that. Oh man. Not anymore though. Everybody kind of caught the drift that I'm not doing no stupid shit. I'm a serious person. Like I don't need all that hoe shit. I'm not about that. I don't want that shit in my life. I've had some crazy bitches on here, trust me. I've had some crazy guys on here too, acting crazy. You know, hyping up, thinking they're bad and shit. Trying to, talk bad to me and shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. Whenever you're ready, where you live. Oh my god, the cards are all sticking. Hold on a sec, one. I can't stand when the cards stick like that. Hey, I can't go nowhere because I'm not vaccinated. Unfortunately, if I can go away right now, I would. Honest to God, I would go away right now. If Joe Biden came on the news right now and said unvaccinated passengers can come to, uh, can come to the United States, non-U.S. citizens like Mark, you can now enter the United States as of March 1st. I'll be like, really? Oh, hell yeah. I would go get my passport ready. I'll go pack my bag and I'll be on the next flight out and I wouldn't even give a fuck how much it costs. I'll pay whatever. I'm getting out of here. I'm going. I ain't been away in 3 years. I'll go straight Boston, go see my teams play. And I will go Cali and I'll go visit all my friends. I'll stop by and see Virgo. I'll go see all my crazy Californian women. I would probably wouldn't even leave. I'll probably be out there for like 2-3 weeks. All right, Virgo. Oh, I love it on here. That's why I'm here till like wee hours of the morning because I have fun. I like talking shit to everybody. Virgo, your card is Wishbone. Affirmation. Yeah, that's what they say, Cindy. I hope so. I truly hope so that happens this month. But I think they're going to hold off till April 8th, April 10th, like they said. But that's okay. That's playoff time. I'll be happy. And that's baseball season starts. So I'll be watching baseball, hockey, and basketball. Oh, hell yeah. April looks like the time I'm going away. I don't think I'm going to go away in March, but I think April will be the better situation for me. But you never know. You never know. I'm hoping to meet a woman in Boston and stay there forever so I can see my teams play all the time. That's my dream. But we'll see. I need an American status so I can live out there and watch the games. Okay, this card marks a new life, whether it comes in the form of a long-awaited baby, a new adventure, a great change for the better. It signals the perfect time for new birth ideas, restarting projects that have been stuck in the pipeline. This is a very fertile time for you. So get creative, get your creative juices flowing and focus on what you would like to bring about. Keep your thoughts positive and see the best in it and for yourself. To ensure the magic of this wishbone blessing, your hopes for a new life, say daily affirmations. For all that you wish for and all that you desire to be, this time is right. and your success is assured. So breathe renewed energy into that and been waiting to come into fruition. This is a great time for new adventures, projects. Stop procrastinating, develop and unleash your creative side. Put your natural talents to good use. Success is granted. News of an independent birth brings great joy. So that's good. You both got like wish cards. There you go, Virgo. Wishbone affirmation. You made a wish. There you go. Me and my mom used to make roast turkey or roast chicken. She would take out this wishbone and her and I will bet, like do like, break it. So whoever like got the majority of the bone, that's whose wish will come to grant. And she would win 90% of the time. And I'd be like, what the heck, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the frick? My mom would go twist it like this. I'm like, no, you gotta do it. Just do it. No, she's like, oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. And she will always win. Her and I haven't done that in a long time. You do wish for a girl. Hey, you never know. I wish I had a little girl. That'll make my day. But I got 6 boys, 6 nephews. Who knows? This might be the year that it all happens for me. I have no idea because I'm an Aquarius and Pluto is going into Aquarius of this year for a little couple months. And then next year it goes into my sign for 20 years. And apparently it's the biggest thing to happen. Oh, that's nice, Cindy. Congratulations. Hey, well, there you go, Fargo. If that ain't a sign, I don't know what it is. Well, my mom had 2 girls, 2 boys. My auntie had 1 girl and 4 boys. Um, so everybody says, Mark, you're the only hope to bring a daughter into our family, bring another girl into the family. I'm like, well, I don't want to have a child with just some regular hope. I don't want that. I want somebody I can have a child with that, I'll be happy to be with. But we'll see. There's still hope. I know there is. There's still hope out there. I still believe that I can make it happen. Who knows? This might be my transformation year. This might be the year that it all happens. Yeah, you have 4 boys. I remember you told me that, yeah. Well, yeah, next 20 years. You know what? It's weird because I know Capricorns that have had a huge transformation in the last 20 years. So it kind of makes sense because Pluto has been in Capricorn for 20 years. And I know a lot of Capricorns that have been through a huge transition. Their whole life has changed in the last 20 years. So, I mean, my life has changed in the last 20 years too, without Pluto in my sign. Everybody's life changes in the last 20 years. But in the last 20 years, I haven't had like a serious relationship, like a serious relationship. Yeah. So it might just be these next 20 years might be the actual, time it happens. Some people get married late in life. Some people might be married early in life. It's just the way it is. But according to astrology and things like that, but I already see that that's a possibility. And honestly, I don't really manifest anything. I just keep a positive mindset and an open mindset that it's still possible. And no matter what, I'm still gonna be happy regardless. That's my main thing. Like always say, I don't need. I want it, but I just take what I need and just deal with what I want. Yeah, I feel like what I'll tell you before I go is one of the biggest things for me is energy. Hey Hermana, how you doing, sweetheart? For me, the biggest thing is energy. And if you are who you hang around, right? You are who you are around. That saying lives and dies in my brain a lot. And I believe that if you're around the right people, the right things happen. If there is one person left that you can get rid of but is going eventually, it'll change your life. You know what I mean? Like if there's someone in your family that is toxic energy and you feel like they give you bad luck, you know, or they say certain things to like destroy your happiness or destroy your luck. Like I believe in that a lot. So when you have somebody that leaves your energy, whether they're family, friends, or whatever, co-workers, things like that, when they leave your energy is no longer tarnished. So you get to have those things that you want, and the things that you want become the need, and the need becomes the want, and you become, happier. You become disconnected from negativity. So you're positive, your life starts to be, a lot better, right? That's how it works. It's just like when you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic work environment, when you leave that, things start to develop, things start to get a lot better, right? So that's how I am, and that's like me. I have one bad person left in my life that is around me, and that's my brother-in-law. When he leaves this house and the divorce is final, I will bet my life that that's when my life turns around for the best as far as my love life. Because he's always been a cock blocker towards me too. He's a weirdo. Like he's got that energy. So I know for a fact that when he's gone, my life's gonna change for the better. Because that's the last negative person. That's the last devilish person I have around me. And once he's gone, I guarantee you everything's gonna be better. You watch. The other people that were toxic and bad in my life are all gone. He's the last one. And when this all went down, I started to get happy. I was excited. I was like, you know what? If he leaves my energy for good, oh my God, my whole life's gonna change because that's the last person that I sincerely hate with a passion. I don't really hate anybody else. He's the only one left, you know? I'm doing good, Hermana. I'm just here shooting this shit. I was about to leave actually. I've been on here for 3 hours. Raga says not right away. I strongly believe that that's how it works. That's exactly how it works. And my sister already feels relieved. This weekend she went away with her boys to the volleyball tournament in Boston, and she said because she was out of his energy for those 4 5 days and never spoke to him and never went on social media, never went on her phone, nothing. She talked about it here and there, but like not being in his physical presence for a couple of days made her realize that she's free. And I said, I told you, you'll see. And then like he wasn't here on the weekend either. So I was free. So it felt like, we're finally getting what we really want is to eliminate the last piece of negativity in our lives is finally gonna go soon. And that's when everybody's life is gonna get better. And you can mark my words that that's exactly gonna happen. Yes, sir. Everything is gonna get better because you finally get rid of the negative person. But the last one is always the worst one to get rid of because it's the last one. And I can honestly say with all my heart that that is the only person that I sincerely hate in this world right now. He's the only one. He's the only one left. All the other negative fuckers in my life, family, friends, they're all gone. I don't have them in my life anymore. They're gone. They're either gone, dead, or I don't even entertain them anymore. So it's the last one. Absolutely. Hey Ninja, how you doing? It's definitely the truth though. It's definitely the truth. All right, Virgo, take care, sweetheart. It was good seeing you and good chatting. Like the wind is so nasty right now. Let me just close my door real quick. I can hear like the wind like crazy. All I hear is like whistling. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm like, calm down, yo. Oh, man. So that's it was it was really it was really I was really happy to hear my sister say that. To say, I was away for the weekend and I felt so relieved without seeing him or talking to him at all. And she said the kids barely mentioned him and everything's fine now. So I was like, I told you, slowly but surely, the disconnection is there. Disconnecting of negative energy is finally coming out. And I'm proud of her. And I'm proud of myself for not, trying to cause bodily harm to him at all. Yeah, I need to go and get on my bed. It's 1:25 in the morning here. You guys are way behind me. You guys still got some time to go. You guys are all on the West Coast. Let's see, Marky's on the East Coast. I gotta go sleep. I've been on here for 3 hours and 4 minutes. I can't believe I've been on here that long. But I always have great chats on here. I love to see you guys. I love to talk to you guys. All's good. Just know that I'm getting rid of the final piece of negative energy. Eventually, the divorce is, slowly processing. And once that bastard leaves, I'll be very happy. God is great. God's going to give me everything I need. And I know there's a lot of people in here who's had a divorce and knows exactly what that feels like. It's a relief. But anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for coming by and saying hi and bye. And good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on here tomorrow. Thanks, Ninja. You do. Everybody in here, you all deserve the best as well as me. We've all known each other for a couple years now, and you know me. I'm always ready for change. I'm always ready for change, and I'm always ready for action. I'm always ready for a better way and a better life. And I'm ready to go to sleep. Oh, sorry to hear that, Cindy. I didn't kick you out. I would never do that. Love you too. Love you, Hermana. Love you, Ninja. I'll see you ladies tomorrow. Mwah. Take care. Have a great day tomorrow. I'm already in the future, by the way. That's why I can read you, see.